Sai Ram, I'm Ashok Vyas and I'm standing with Dr. Nori Dattatreya. Like one we have heard is man proposes, God disposes. And then many people say that husband proposes, wife disposes. In your case, you have been lucky that 25 years of journey of Sai Mandir, your wife has also been a very, very strong supporter. So talk to me about, in addition to her as well as her, who would you like to give credit for where we have arrived with Sai Mandir?
Thank you, Ashok. He has been a big supporter of what I do. Otherwise, we can't go. He has been supporting me from day one, from Balvin Mandir, Vaidya Mandir, Ismail Mandir, and she is even a bigger devotee of Baba. Sometimes I test her. One time we are driving from Bombay to Shirdi, and I gave her a test. If Upanishads, you consider that ocean of milk, and Bhagavad Gita is the butter coming out of that milk of ocean of milk. So what is Baba's Satiritra? I asked her a question. He said instantaneously, without even thinking, it is like fire dessert coming out.
Very good, very good.
So her support is there for me. I'm very proud, very happy.
Namaskar, and with Sai Ram I extend my special regards for Dr. Nori Dattatreya. So let me take this opportunity to increase my joy by recollecting that you are very, very well decorated in terms of the various awards, whether it is Government of India or Government of America. So if I am correct, that is some Ellis Island, and then Padma Shri. But also you are among the top 10 cancer related experts that you have served in your field with excellence. In addition to that, what brings me here today, and we are sitting here at the feet of Shirdi Sai Baba. So it's a very amazing story that about 20 years ago, drawn by the inspiration of Baba, with intense devotion, Dr. Nori decided to have an abode where devotees of Sai Baba can come and sort of celebrate the presence of Sai Baba, or let's put it that way, the close proximity of the intense divine vibrations becomes available for them. So having said that, once again, congratulations. 2 decades is not a small time. So we'll come to the temple side, but for those viewers who are not familiar with your background, after having served for a couple of decades, now also you are active in your role as a cancer to-go guy. So you are helping Andhra Pradesh government, and talk to us about that part. Where are you?
Yeah, thank you. Welcome, Ashok ji. We know each other for a very, very long time. And you covered Mandirs, Balvin Mandir, the Ismail Mandir. Thank you for all your support. And I have been in my specialty for a very long time. I started my career at Memorial Sloan Kettering. I became chief there, then I became chairman director of the Cancer Center at Cornell, which is across the street. And a couple of 3 years ago, I'm doing only research and international work, and patient care for only international patients. So in that role, I became advisor on the government of Andhra Pradesh. And also I was instrumental in developing Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center satellite in India, first time outside the US, Memorial Expression is in India. That also, as senior advisor, I guide that center in Chennai. So that has been a very productive academic career for me with Baba's blessings. And I also have, when you are in an academic position, you're recognized by many organizations. That comes with that. So I am still very active professionally, clinically. May not be seeing every day.
So how many hours do you have for your day?
How many hours? As many as I can get. It's all in the mind. Definitely, yeah. I work for long hours, definitely. And Baba's involvement, attachment, is all another side of my life from the beginning.
So let's go towards that. And very briefly, I remember you once mentioned that even during your medical when you were a medical student, there was some connection that you discovered.
Yes, I'm sure. I'm glad you remembered that too.
So from there on, once you were here and very active professional life, at what point you got this seed of inspiration to have an abode like this?
My connection with Shirdi Baba goes back very long time. During my medical school years, as you mentioned, I used to go to Shirdi Baba Mandir in a place called Kurnool in Andhra Pradesh. And that Mandir of Baba was built on the banks of river Tungabhadra, beautiful Mandir. And that is used to be called Southern Shirdi, because that was the only mandir in entire South India after the Shirdi in Maharashtra. And I used to go there during medical school and sit there at the footsteps. And I used to find a lot of peace of mind, tranquility, and different level of mindset, elevated mind, elevated peace. So all that I found out there's something he is here. Mm-hmm. And then I started reading about Sai Baba, Sai Charitra. And the more I read, the more I'm getting attached to him. Because what he preached are very, very universal and applied to every religion in the world. He promoted universal love, religious tolerance, forgiveness, and then non-ritualistic devotion. You don't have to fast for 10 days to go to him and do Pada Puja. He never recommended that. And Shraddha and Saburi, very simple words. So these are all, the more you read about him. And then he lived in a dilapidated mosque. What is his town name? Shirdi Baba. He used the name of the Shirdi town. And then whatever he got through, the afternoon rounds with 4 or 5 houses, you used to bring the food, first distributed to the animals around him. Then he used to eat. And then while eating, also he mixed everything. He doesn't have a discrimination for is this good, is it bad, is it tasting sweet? No, everything he mixed as if I don't care. I just have to consume something. Mm-hmm. So these are all very profound qualities. And his story is our contemporary story. We all, we pray to Lord Krishna, Rama, Balaji. Mm-hmm. But here he is a saint, guru, God in front of you, in your century. Mm-hmm. So all these attracted me. And then I came to America, fast forward. America.
Okay, so along with this fast forward, the parallel track, a question that many people have, anyone who starts thinking and claiming that he is a rational being, and especially when they have scientific temperament, then they think that what people are talking in the name of devotion or Shraddha, that doesn't vibe well with my scientific temperament. And here you are at the zenith in that ladder of cancer research, etc. How was it working out in your inner space in terms of finding a harmony between these two sides?
Good point. Thank you. I think the reason I'm from the beginning spiritual and philosophical is from my family. My mother and father, they're highly spiritually minded people and philosophically. And also, from the beginning, I have a strong belief that spirituality and medicine are not mutually contradictory. You have to believe in God. God is the total control, super control personality, which everybody has to obey. And the science and spirituality, when medicine and science stop, there's no other answer. Spirituality is always there. So it's beyond that. That was my belief way from the beginning.
So allow me to add, nowadays I come across many people who say, I believe in spirituality, but I am not dharmic, or I don't believe in dharma, or I don't believe in ritual. And you did mention that Sai Baba's way was beyond rituals, but like when you have a temple, then you have everything happening every day in terms of offerings, etc. We consider that or refer to that as rituals. So forgive me for saying, and it sounds a little contradicting what you just said, but I think this devotional flow is sustained with the help or practice of rituals, is it not?
Yeah, this is, that's a good question from you, Ashok. This is, we had to do rituals for the sake of doing rituals. I'll tell you, the people who come here are on different levels of maturity in terms of spirituality. I'll give you an example of when you go through college, you do first pre-college, undergraduate, postgraduate, PhD. So you cannot bring everyone to a postgraduate level and PhD without going to the undergraduate college. Mm-hmm. The same thing also in spirituality. So the different levels. So you to bring them into a spiritual field, you have to give opportunity for every level of devotee coming to the temple. We don't have to discriminate, oh, your level is this, your level, no. All levels, all levels. This is what we call that in India, it's all temples we have, even here, and all, you can practice any kind of methodology to reach God.
So if I interpret what Dr. Nori just said is that everybody is fine. Basically, there is no discrimination or label, sort of imposing labels that this is good, that is bad, etc. So if I put it differently, then there is this opportunity for everyone to find a way to grow or to elevate in their understanding of who they are. And let me come to your journey with Sai Temple, and I remember very fondly that place Sai Mandir at Baldwin. I had also not been to any Sai Mandir before that in America. I wasn't very much into Sai Baba while you were in India. So I kind of discovered this, call it, if I say phenomena or what. And then when I went back to India, then I found that in Rajasthan also there are many Sai temples which weren't there earlier. So now that place was very good, very much charged. It felt like, as you mentioned, your early days, that there was a sense of peace, etc. And I don't say that it is not here, but it becomes available to when you are more frequently going there and you're kind of connecting with that space in certain fashion. So coming to your own very some special, which we call like miraculous experience. Very briefly, there was a miracle in the way that temple came into being. But even after that, there were a lot of devotees, a lot of cultural and religious happening. It was like a family for many Sai devotees. It is, I would say,
yeah. That's what I mean by when I said fast forward from India to America. So I came to America, but my faith in Baba is always there during my career. And we have received a statue of Baba. The statue also, Murti, has a significant story. That is, in Shirdi, the board of trustees decided to put a Murti of Baba in the Samadhi Mandir. They gave the approval to a person called Balaji Talim, who is also a devotee, and he asked him to carve from a single piece of Italian marble the statue of Baba, to place it in the Samadhi Mandir as we see when you go there today. And we have no pictures of Baba at that time. So he started the carving out from the Italian stone in 1952. Baba passed away Samadhi into Samadhi 1918. And 1952, but he has no picture. So he prayed to Baba, how can I do this sculpture without even knowing how your beautiful face looks? So he prayed, and finally Baba appeared to him in dream. This is my avatar. This is how I was there in Shirdi. So he spent a lot of time with Salim, and that's how the Murti came out. Beautifully, exactly like Baba. And while he was doing that, his son Harish Talim and his grandson Rajesh Talim were also there with him. So after this is done for Shirdi, which is in now town Shirdi, Maharashtra, Harish Talim and Rajesh Talim produced Murti. That is the Murti you are seeing here. So this is exactly like the one in Shirdi, Maharashtra. So that Murti came into my possession long time ago, about 30 years ago in America. We kept it in a nice house in a place in New Jersey, and looking for a hall or a mandir to place him. So there are 7 years, 8 years, 9 years. Every weekend I spend time to find a place. If you have zoning for mandir, there are no parking. If the parking is there, no zoning. So this kind of complicated story went on and on and on for a long time. And then finally, any bhakta, I'm very close to Baba. I'm very proud to say, I'm happy to say. So when you are very close to Baba, he is your mother, father, guru, everything. So you can command, you can demand things. So it's like that kind of relation you develop. So on one day, I said, Baba, I may not be the right person for you to construct the mandir in America. I'm relinquishing my work. Find someone else. Because on one side, you are giving me a beautiful career, awards, rewards, felicitations, and nothing more than that. And on the other side, you are not allowing me to move forward. So I gave him, I won't call a challenge or ultimatum. I gave him a challenge. This is it. It was the Thursday. So I went back to my office in Manhattan, and I was seeing patients. And I asked one of the patients whom I treated her 15 years back. So I go very close to them, and they come regularly for checkups. I said, let me give one more final chance. My desire to build a temple, Baba Mandir. I asked her, what do you do? What is your employment? I said, I own a real estate agency. So these are my conditions. I need a place with approval for zoning, to run a mandir and a parking house. She said, I will go back to my office. I will ask my husband. We both have this company. So I get a call within 15 minutes. Doctor, we found a place in a place called Baldwin. And you want me to get an appointment? It fulfills all the requirements. I said, no appointment, I'm coming now. I canceled my patients. I went there to Long Island. It looked very nice, very beautiful. Nice size hall and parking. So I signed the contract right there. Remember, it was a Thursday. I gave the challenge to him on a Thursday. He understood that my challenge is serious. My challenge is serious. I signed it, and we moved the Murti where we put it in New Jersey to Baldwin. And it was July month, July 4th or 5th. Sudhir Parekh was there at the inauguration. I'm very proud, very happy to share that. He knows everything, what happened on that day. So from that point onwards, we are celebrating now 25 years of Baba's presence in America. This is the first Shirdi Mandir in America. First Shirdi Mandir in America. And the Murti is identical to the one and carved by the same family.
Beautiful. So such auspicious occasion and 25 years Silver Jubilee celebration. Let me come to the present moment, then we'll go flashback a little bit more. I am happy to be sitting with Dr. Nori while we are on the threshold of a very, very uplifting celebration that will take place on May 31st. And this is happening at 215 Jerusalem Avenue, Hicksville. That is a school, I believe.
Middle school.
Middle school.
Hicksville Middle School.
It is very easy to approach there, and this is the first Sai Baba temple in America, which is celebrating, marking its completion of 25 years. And Kala Ratna Sri Parupalli Sri Ranganatha, who is a senior musician from TDT. What is TTT? Tirupati. Oh, Tirupati.
Devasthana.
Yeah. And of course, a wonderful singer who I heard earlier also at Sai Mandir, that is Sunita ji, will also be there. And of course, Consul General Binay Pradhan ji will also be the chief guest. So having mentioned about this festival, or rather celebration, let me backtrack and come to this present place. Finding what is that made you decide to move the mandir from Baldwin? First you came to Hicksville, and now this is a beautiful, very special
Very
place.
special, very special. Beautiful mandir with nearly 100 car parking. So all facilities are provided here for our devotees. Okay, before I go to this one small mention.
Sure.
When the mandir was, Baldwin Mandir was fully utilized by devotees for all devotional bhajans, songs and other things, I got a request from people in New Jersey, Philadelphia, Washington. Remember I mentioned
Yes,
the
yes.
first mandir in America for Baba. So they made a request to me that it's taking them 3-4 hours to come to Baldwin, taking Belt Parkway and all other highways. Is it possible if I can build another mandir in New Jersey? So that mandir we looked at again for various places. We finally decided on one place, it's Islin near Edison. We got that building, converted that into a beautiful, very, very beautiful hall like this, and opened that for devotees in that area in 2008. That is continued. They are doing a wonderful job, all the people, my management and volunteers. It's going very well there.
Wonderful. I've been there, and that's also a testimonial to how Baba works through his devotees, and he made you his medium to offer his presence and share his spirit for many devotees. And I remember on Thursdays there used to be many aartis so that more and more people can participate.
Yeah. The way I look at the opportunity to build Islin Mandir, New Jersey, is first he prepared you, Baba prepared you with Baldwin. Then he elevated everything to a mega scale in Islin Mandir. Now the next story is that Baldwin space has become too small for devotees and little farther away. So he showed me this building where we are sitting now. And he showed me this. I signed the contract for this building. But it's not an easy thing because it's, I have constructed many hospitals, many units, houses for myself and for others. Even though I'm a doctor, that's not my profession. But moving a 3,500 pounds shrine which is embedded in cement, in Baldwin, and all the other deities to a new place is a challenge of a proportion. And I went and met all Swamijis in India to take their blessings. Everybody blessed me. Do it. We are blessing you. I went to Shirdi, take his blessings, Baba's blessing. And I prayed to him in my mandir at home. Because if you know Baba, how he acts and reacts, you need his permission to do anything. Nothing moves without his okay. That people quickly learn with Baba. So I prayed and prayed to give me permission. So finally I felt okay, he is ready to move. Ready to move is not an easy word. It's an easy word to say. But moving him, taking him out of that podium, transporting him to here, and then preparing a base here for him. Remember, we are sitting on the second floor, not on the ground floor. To put the Baba 3500 Baba Murti on ground floor is okay, is not that difficult. But elevating him to this level, to second floor, to this beautiful mandir, is another story. So I checked with engineers, companies for 1 year, 1.5 years. Everybody came and saw the project. They said, we can't do it. It's too risky for us. We cannot guarantee that we can move everything safely. No. So again, what you do is you pray to him. Find me a person. So I found you need here 3 types of engineers. One is a rigging engineer. Rigging engineer means he will take a murti out of that podium there. Transport engineer, bringing it here. And structural engineer. Structural means you have to build the base here to come up to this level to hold the 3500 Baba's murti. So structural engineer. And that one challenge. The other challenge is coordinating between all these 3 engineers. I'm a doctor, I don't know anything, but he makes you good in every field. So I coordinated it. So we have arranged a rigging engineer there, and then we bought the murti here. These are all, I'm simplifying the story. It's a very challenging, complex story.
So if I take the liberty of taking you to your inner space in terms of even before we come to this, you find people do not get along with each other continuously with the same intense bonding as they have, whether it is husband, wife, friends, partners, whatever. Now, in case of the divine bond also, people sometimes when they are in problem, they find that they need some support, etc. And so their frequency to visit temple or to pray grows very, very high, and then gradually once things settle down, they are back to, and then they say, okay. So why I mention this is, what is it that you would say helped you in sustaining the same intensity of your Shraddha for Shirdi Baba? Because those who have come to the temple, like I also don't come regularly. I was regular for 2 years and then I don't. So it happens. I think that is also his play. Or talk to me about this.
Yeah, good. I'm glad to share with you. The bond is very strong. The faith is very strong. You have to have ultimate, total dedication, total faith, total surrender. Then you know he will never disappoint you. It may be a little curved road, but you know the end of the road, you will give you the joy of producing that. You have to have that commitment, that sense of security. I have that. Baba has given me that.
So, sorry again. One, of course, there is a direct anugrah that helps, but still there are certain practices which you might be observing, which probably helps you in sustaining it. And if there is some not very secret that you can share, which might help me, our viewers also, other sadhakas, so to say.
Yeah, how did I do this? Okay. That is, Baba, when you are totally totally devoted to Baba, total commit, total surrender, he will maximize your talents, and utilize that talent for the benefit of his devotees. The good question you asked me, how did I put together this big mega team of volunteers, my devotees, my families? They're all my families. Is because he has seen me, I'm totally devoted. Second thing is, I have such a vast administrative experience, building hospital, 16, 17 departments running at one time. So putting together teams and being nice to them, bringing them into the system is natural to me. He knows that. That's the reason he selected me. So he knows that I can naturally bring teams together. If somebody, is upset with something, I know I'm working for Baba, not for him. So I keep quiet until he recovers from his anxiety mood or something like that. So he gives you the patience, the perseverance, the strength, the energy, and the calmness. My ultimate goal is to bring Baba here and produce a wonderful mandir. All the rest, a little bit turbulences here, and I don't mind. And then I just tell him, is this necessary? This turbulence necessary? I said, there's so many challenges I went through here. It's unimaginable challenges. I made that.
I can imagine.
Yes. It's not easy because so many obstacles. I'll give you, during my presentation on 31st, there is a slide present show. One slide I'm going to show, I'll just give you a taste of 5% of challenges, 5% only, when constructing this mandir. That is, permissions and all those are on one level. People used to come, that was midwinter, snowing heavily. The floor what you are looking at here, the floor tiles, people came in the middle of the night at 12 o'clock, left the tiles in snow outside. If you leave them for a couple of hours, the tiles become useless. So I had to come here at 2 a.m., find the crew to bring everything in-house.
Oh man.
2 a.m. So there are so many challenges that I went through here. Am I upset? I'm not upset. I know because he will calm me down. Everything will go eventually in a smooth way. These are all little turbulences.
So we are sitting at the feet of Shirdi Sai Baba here, and this is the place which is White Plains, where we are seated right now. It is White Plains?
Oh, no, Plainview.
Plainview. So this is Plainview in Long Island, and while we are sitting at the feet of Shirdi Baba, as I mentioned, I am sitting with someone who is a very powerful source of inspiration for us to see how, call it a magic of surrendering, helps us, empowers us with inner strength to increase our titiksha, or to joyfully accept whatever challenges and troubles that come our way. And I've been fortunate to have seen you mingle with devotees, encourage them in their creativity. As we come to 25th year celebration, if you look within and look at maybe 2-3 most satisfying moments of this journey, I also would like to recollect with you the presence of Vishwayogi Vishwamji Maharaj at the temple several occasions. So,
yeah, Vishwayogi Vishwamji Maharaj is my guru, and guru for you also. And I wrote in my book, Shirdi Sai Baba is my main guru, who is in Samadhi state. And the living form of him is Vishwayogi Vishwamji Maharaj. So he actually inaugurated this mandir a year ago. And you asked me about a couple of 2-3 chamatkars that I experienced with Baba.
You call it chamatkar or most satisfying moments. Yeah.
That is why miracles, I rarely use miracle because miracle is a personal experience. You have to, everybody will have their own miracles with Baba. There are so many, hundreds. But these are called miracles. Challenge to him. Show me a place, otherwise I am closing my business. I'll concentrate on my cancer research. That he showed me a way out. He showed me the building. The second one is, I'm going to mention on 31st, is I invited Pandit Jasraj to come and sing a bhajan for Baba. You know, there are a lot of good bhajans from Sai bhajans from Pandit Jasraj. And the people who brought him into Mandir there in Baldwin, they told me, they told me that he is very busy. He can stay only for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. He will just say namaskar and then leave. Then I told them, or I told myself, said, you tell that to Baba, not to me. So he came and sat like this steps here. On the second step, he sat there and gave concert for 45 minutes, Baba songs. That is the power of this.
So I would take this opportunity to recollect with you. We did with your support one Shirdi Sai, which was Sai series. That title song, he sang it with Tripti ji out of love and devotion for Baba. So
that was wonderful. So he's also a Sai devotee. And there are a lot of wonderful Sai bhajans from him, Pandit Jasraj. This is one. The other one is, I think probably you may have covered in the past, but I will anyway. It's very important for me to share with you. That is, we had a wonderful function on one week, Guru Purnima. We decorated hall there with this time in a different type of decoration, that is on the back here, what do you call, behind the Baba backdrop. Our team prepared a curtain of flowers, jasmine flowers. Nothing but jasmine. The whole, I call it curtain because it looks like a curtain, but all jasmine flowers. So with the functions are over, the next day on the weekend, I went there to clean stuff, and I was sitting there on the podium. And a couple of my other devotees are also there, Ramnath ji, Geeta ji, Mani, Balanori and others. Two ladies came, about 30, 35 years. They are from Orlando. They came here for interview to New York. And they wanted to get blessings from Baba. So they went into internet and find out there is Sai Mandir in New York. This Sai Mandir appeared. So they came on a weekend to pray to Baba for his blessings. And they went up the podium. The way they dressed and the way they're looking, I felt very good that these two person ladies appear to be some high-level Carnatic singers.
Oh, I see.
Carnatic singers. And they told me we came to take Baba's blessings. And then I made a request to them. I was standing on the podium. You look like you are experts in Carnatic music. They said, yes. Could you sing a bhajan for Baba? We just finished big celebrations. He'll be happy to listen from you. Then they sang one bhajan. This is the miracle I'm going to share with you is a miracle of Kali Yuga. The floral curtain with jasmine, like a big wind behind them, all the flowers came and fell on them.
Man.
It's like somebody taking flowers and throwing at them, or what you call, honoring them. That is an incredible feeling for them, for us, to show that it's not a statue Baba sitting there. And we have done in 25 years, about 10,000 abhishekams to Baba.
Wow.
That's the reason it's very close to our heart. It's not Murti sitting there, it's Baba sitting there. And he is very pleased, he shows the happiness in his face. So this is another example. So many chamatkars are there.
Wonderful.
Right.
So as we move towards concluding part of our conversation, one question that I'll ask you is probably not a pleasing way to look at, but Dr. Nori, you know, I know, Jatasya hi dhruva mrityu. Basically, what happens is whosoever is here is going to go away. So when I look at it in the context of the temple, do you see there are people who are ready to continue, if not with the same zeal, at least with a collective will to sustain what you have initiated? When you look at it from that point of view, how much assured you are that things will continue, or that doesn't matter? Both sides are possible.
Good. Before I tell you the answer, I'll tell you something sideways one. People ask me in interviews like this, how many board members are there? This is a big organization. All the temples, big organization, big 20 board members. They said there are no board of trustees here, run by volunteers, and I guide them, they guide me. They ask me, who is the chairman of the board? Baba is the chairman of the board. So that answers that.
I think that answers me also.
Yes.
So whatever he wish will happen, you don't worry about that. So that was
because this is his mandir. He just selected me for a period of time until everything is settled, because he knows I do good administration. And he will select the next leader.
Very well, very well. So I will also mention that every Thursday when the evening aarti, before that among devotees, Dr. Nori also, in addition to being a world-class cancer specialist, is a devotional singer. I will not ask him to sing, but if you feel like singing 2 lines for Baba, that would be appreciated before we continue.
We are on live TV and recording TV. But so far, you started with me, I'm a cancer specialist. Now you took me into my spiritual world. Now you are taking me into a different different level. Yeah. Thank you, in a way. Thank you. Well, I do sing bhajans. I feel good. And it's all devotional. It takes you to a different level of connection with Baba.
I will sing with you. Which is your favorite? I think there is one I heard from you many times. It's Lord Krishna.
Madhusudana.
Madhusudana. Let's have a few lines.
Madhusudana Hare Madhava Sri Vasudeva Janardana Sri Vasudeva Janardana. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I have once again the pleasure of Dr. Nori Dattatreya ji, and we are talking about the 25th Silver Jubilee celebrations of Sai Mandir, which is now here at Plainview. And this event is happening on 31st May, that is a Saturday.
31st May.
4:30 p.m. onwards, and the place is 215 Jerusalem Avenue, Hicksville, that is.
Hicksville School, middle school.
Middle school. So once
All
again,
are welcome. I am taking this opportunity to welcome everyone from Tri-State area. This is the same Baba you prayed for 25 years. He got relocated here to this beautiful place. And everyone is welcome. Enjoy his presence and take his blessings. Sai Ram.
Sai Ram. Once again, thanking Dr. Nori for taking time out and generously sharing all the multi-layered questions that I took the liberty of presenting to before him. Pranams to
Thank you, thank
With
you.
lots and lots of good wishes. This is Ashok Vyas. Namaste.